Alright, so I started the recording, by the way.
I don't know what to say to, like... Should I introduce myself?
I'll do my intro. Welcome and welcome... Well, no welcome back yet. This is the first time I'm doing this. I'm playing Super Smash Bros. On Wii U. And I'm joined here today by...
Hi, I'm Man. I'm gay.
Oh my goodness! You can't say that on our Christian Wii U.
This is a Christian Minecraft server.
Yes, it is absolutely our Minecraft server. I used to have a Minecraft server. I don't think you've ever played on it, but I used to have a Minecraft server where basically I would just record Minecraft Machinimas on, and I paid like, I think it was $20 for a whole year or something, because I got it half off. I got it half off. That's a great price. It's just a whole year of a 24/7 Minecraft server. That's incredible. But basically, near the end of the year, everyone had stopped using it. But basically then, I wanted to renew it because there was just still things I wanted to do on it. So I renewed it, but it was $50 this time.
Jesus.
Yeah. So then... Oh, I died. So then... I paid the $50, and I'd say we probably used it like a week. Like 7 days in total. Because there's just no machinimas made in that time.
Well, yeah, like, I'm pretty sure, like, machinima kind of died out, like, years ago, right?
I mean, I got into it around the time Aphmau. Do you know who Aphmau is?
I do. My sister used to watch her a bit.
Well, I used to watch her a lot. I watched her, like, just as she was getting big. And actually, I have never told anyone about this, because I always feel like it's gloating if I ever say it, but I'm the owner of the Aphmau server. Not the server, the Aphmau wiki.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, so basically, when Aphmau was blowing up, I was like, oh my goodness, there's so many interesting characters. I want to go, like, look at the wiki and talk about them and stuff. But basically, I looked on the wiki, there was like 2 pages, and the creator of aphmau.wikia.com had just abandoned it. So I was like, oh, what do I do now? So I submitted a report requesting ownership of the server, and I got it from this Wikia staff. And then I hired, I think she was like 13 or 14 at the time. So I think she might have been like a year or 2 younger than me at the time. No, I have no idea how big our age difference is, but she's a lot younger than me. And I hired her to just be the owner in acting. And then I set up a Discord server for all the mods. And I've just never even looked at the public server. There's a public Aphmau server that like Aphmau and a lot of the voice actors are on. I've never even joined it. I just set everything up and said, alright, you people manage yourselves.
Yeah, like, I haven't really done anything like that.
I mean, it's one of my proudest projects because I wrote like maybe 2 pages on that thing before just handing it off. But I wrote those 2 pages honestly not too well, probably. It was several years ago, I'm not sure I was a good writer at all back then. I mean, I haven't put much time ever into writing, so I can't say I'm a objectively good writer.
I've been fiddling around with writing as of late. Like, one of my friends, like, wants me to write this, Devilman Crybaby fanfiction.
Alright. I've heard Devilman is really, really good. Is it?
Oh, so is. You need to watch it.
I have a Netflix. It's free with T-Mobile, but I just
So good.
never want to use it because all they have is well, I thought that all they had was dubs, but then I watched Agretsuko. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. And
It is.
I noticed, oh, there's actually a subs option. There's actually like 5 different language options.
There's like a bunch of subbed anime over on Netflix.
Well, yeah, maybe I'll get into using Netflix for anime, since usually I just use Verve because it's free.
I actually like used like Verve a little while ago to watch the My Brother and Me show.
My Brother, and Me. I feel like I've heard of that. What is it?
It's these 3 brothers, the McElroy brothers, and they answer questions from Yahoo Answers.
No, I haven't heard of that.
You know Polygon?
Well, yeah, I know Polygon.
Yeah, like Griffin McElroy worked for Polygon. He was the guy who did Monster Factory, and also was like half of Carboys.
Half of Carboys.
Yeah.
I had a thing I wanted to say. Oh yeah, do you know anything about competitive Smash?
I tried to get into that like a while ago, but like it never really interested me that much.
Yeah, well basically I've picked up my Wii the first few times in, I'd say, a few years, just to play Super Smash Brothers. And I've also been using my 3DS more than I used to because, like, something about the battery messed up on my 3DS. I actually had to buy a new battery for my Wii U because that just completely got fried. So I had to buy a new battery for my Wii U, and I'm probably just going to buy a new 3DS eventually, but I've just been playing Smash Bros. Whenever I'm bored, because it's the only thing I can do to say my ultimate hype. My hype for Smash
Same.
Ultimate.
I cannot wait to see like what other crazy stuff they're gonna release in Ultimate.
Alright, question. Is it a port? By definition. I don't care, like, by amount of content, like, by how you feel. Would you define it as a port?
No, there are way too many different mechanics and things that make it a separate game.
See, that's what I think, but there are people, well, I hear arguments that it's a port, and everyone just looks down at these arguments of like, oh wow, look at this guy just criticizing because everyone says it isn't a port. But I think if you say a port is just a version of a game that is changed, modified, with anything added, and moved over to a different system, then yeah, Smash Ultimate would count as a Wii U port. But I think it's a sequel. I think it's just the first actual Smash sequel we've ever gotten, since Nintendo just loves to, I guess, remake every game in the same series from the ground up, when everyone else makes a sequel. So Nintendo fans are just used to completely original games instead of regular sequels. And that's why they're so confused about what Smash 4 is, or Smash Ultimate.
I sort of see the whole like is it a port argument kind of like it's like kind of saying that like Brawl was just a port of Melee.
And of course, no one would ever agree with that.
Right, because like they're obviously not.
I'd say the 3 reasons anyone would call Brawl not a port is subspace, floatier, and tripping.
I actually used to play Brawl a lot.
Brawl was my first Smash game, and I still love it, but I tried playing it a little while ago, like before I tried playing Smash Ultimate, and I just looked at Subspace Emissary and remembered, oh yeah, I'm still like at 70% out of that, because, geez, when I was much younger, I was just obsessed with playing Subspace, and that's all I would do all day long. And I remember at one point there's just this one memory of me just running through the Fire Emblem Castle Siege level, whatever, and I just remember checking the Wii U message log that day, and it said I had played for like 11 hours just straight, and I don't think I've ever topped that in my life, just being able to go 11 hours straight with the game, no breaks. But yeah, it's definitely not as good as Wii U and 3DS, looking back on it.
I really liked the whole, like, feel that Subspace had.
Subspace was fantastic. It's because it was just a second game in an already complete game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember reading stories. This is pretty recently, because I was never actually into the online Nintendo scene and researching and stuff. I had a Nintendo Power subscription, but Nintendo Power ended before my subscription did, and I never got money back on it. But basically, apparently Subspace was supposed to be made by a separate studio, because it would have just been too much for Sakurai and his own team, but they couldn't find a second studio, so they just made it themselves. And that's what a lot of people attribute Brawl being so broken to. Yeah. Who's your favorite newcomer so far in Smash Ultimate? There's only
so
4
far,
though.
Chrom would probably be my fave.
Chrom? Is it because how he plays, or is it just because of how he looks?
It's because I love his character.
Wait, have you played Awakening?
I have, but like...
I have the
I'm
demo.
still trying to...
Oh.
No, you go.
Well, I got the demo for Awakening way back when it came out, and I was like, hey, this is pretty interesting, I kind of want to get this, and I never got it. But then the demo for Fates came out, and I was like, wow, this is really cool, I want to get it. And it would just look exactly the same, but it was just more of the same, and I wanted it. So I got the special edition of Fates that came with like a double-sided copy of the game. You know how there was this good path and bad path? Well, I guess there was...
It wasn't really like a good and bad thing,
yeah,
it was just like which side you wanted.
There was Nor and Hoshido. Basically, it was the box art for both games, but they were reflected on each side, and it was actually like they were looking at each other.
That's actually sort of rad.
Yeah, it was really rad. I also got the art book and a bunch of keychains. They just sit on my video game shelf doing absolutely nothing because I don't use them anymore.
Is Corrin like a fun character?
Corrin is super fun. I remember my older brother one day was like, hey, I want to play your Wii U, because he was playing at a friend's house because his friend has a Wii U in Smash Bros, and he wanted to get better at Corrin. Just because, well, first off, Corrin is the most broken, fair character. Like, Corrin isn't Bayonetta broken, but he's fair broken. So basically, he wanted to get better with Corrin, but he had no way to do so. So what he did was he actually bought, I forgot what kind of controller he bought. He wanted to buy a Pro controller, but that was way too expensive. So I think I just let him use my classic controller. No, he bought the plug-in classic controller, which is like $10 or something. And then he spent like $6 on Corrin. And yeah, definitely just use side B to win with coin. Or as I've heard it be called, pin to win.
Oh, the big, like, dragon pin thing?
Yeah.
Oh, with the Fire Emblem Awakening thing, like, I do have it. It's just like I haven't really made any headway in it.
Yeah, I'm probably on the 5th chapter for the Hoshido path, and that's just when I put down the game. I know that the turn...
You go first. No.
Yeah, the turn-based gameplay just can't keep me pulled in enough. It's too much micromanaging for me. That's probably why. But I love the really strategic games. I'm just not able to get good at them, which is also why I love chess, but have never won a single game of it. I was like in chess club in first grade, but I never beat anyone. So you?
Like, for me, like, strategic games are like, they're fun sometimes, but like, I don't want it to be like too much of a hassle to play, you know? So like, mostly I've just been playing like Pokemon Dungeon recently.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon? I've only ever heard good things for those games.
They're all amazing.
I've also heard that the ending usually without fail... What the heck? The ending will almost always without fail make you cry. Is that correct?
That is true. I'm currently going through Explorers of Time, which is like it's a not as good version of Explorers of Sky, but I don't have Explorers of Sky, so...
Oh, and the Mystery Dungeon games come in 2 versions as well?
Yeah, it does the whole Pokemon thing, and where it's like red, blue, time Scott,
oh jeez,
time something else, and then like there's usually the 3rd one, which is the better one.
Oh wow, there's a 3rd version. Remember
well, at least
remember when everyone thought Pokemon Stars was gonna be a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have Pokemon Sun and X. I think I bought X for myself, but Pokemon Sun was a Christmas gift. And I've probably only gotten through like the 1st chapter on both of them. Well, I got through the 1st island on Sun, and I'm not sure what you would consider the 1st chapter of X. But I didn't get far in it. I got to that 1st city. Yeah, I got to the big city, but I didn't really do anything after that. Yeah, I stopped when I got the fossil. That's when I stopped.
Like, I think I got up to like before the Elite Four in Moon.
Oh well, that's actually pretty
like,
good. The Elite Four is kind of like the end.
Yeah, but the thing with Moon is that like, well, the thing with like Sun and Moon is that they have like a lot of end game content. Like a lot.
I've also heard it has the best story of any Pokemon game.
Yeah, it's a lot more, like, chill and fun. And it's not like the whole, it's not like your typical Pokemon game, sort of. It's just, like, more goofy. Also, I mostly played it just to get the outfits.
Just to get the outfits? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of clothing in that game.
I really like the whole dress-up aspect of that.
Are you gonna dress up your Pikachu or Eevee in Let's Go?
I so will.
Alright, and what have you seen the costumes that are available in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee?
I haven't, but I feel like if I do look them up, I am going to scream at how cute they are.
Yes, you certainly would.
It's too late to scream right now.
It's too late to scream. What is it, like 2 a.m. for you?
Yeah.
Why do you stay up so late? Well, you said you were working on a fan fiction?
No, I'm working on a project for school.
Oh, okay. But the project's just fan fiction, right?
No, the fan fiction is for one of my friends.
Ah. Alright.
And yes, it is smut.
Ah, fantastic. I never feel comfortable writing. Oh my goodness. I just thought, like, no, that's too much of a tangent. I feel uncomfortable writing lewd stories just because I look at it and think, I can't experience this myself, because I look at it and I just criticize my work and it's so awkward to look at.
For me, I've just sort of kind of like gone with the flow, sort of. Like, I've gotten a lot more used to writing like very like explicit stuff as of late.
Oh. Okay. And so, has this all been fan fiction, or has any of it been an original work?
I haven't written any original works yet, but like...
Do you have any ideas for original works?
Oh yeah, totally. Like, I have like a bunch of ideas for like stuff I'd want to write involving my characters.
Yeah, the characters I know that you have are your self-insert, the robot, which I'm pretty sure is the self-insert.
He is. I've renamed him to Tank.
Tank?
Yeah, Tank.
Oh, Tank. I thought you said Tank. I thought you had renamed them again.
Oh no. It's T-I-N-K.
Alright, yeah. Yeah, and what other characters do you have? You have the alien girl.
Yeah, Mimi.
Mimi, and then I forgot the rest.
Then you have Slick, which is my giant, like...
Oh, yes.
I want to say, like,
the oil
yeah,
guy.
Monster boy.
Oil boy?
Yeah,
for
he's
sure.
made it. And then you have my gay ghost boy.
Gay
May.
ghost boy, absolutely. Wait. His name was... I think he had a girl's name, but I'm not too sure.
It was May.
May, okay.
I still feel like design-wise, May is like my favorite.
May wears a maid outfit, right?
I have like redesigned like I've been like trying to like come up with like a more casual outfit for him though.
See, my way of going about OCs is like, unless they have a reason for always being in a uniform, don't give them an outfit. Just always come up with a different outfit every time you draw them, because it makes them feel more human and real.
With Slick, I kind of have this whole thing in where he has like a ton of ties, just like stored away in a pocket.
So like, have you just
Yeah.
drawn a list, like some kind of closet of ties?
He keeps them all like in himself, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Because he's just ink, so a lot of stuff can fit in himself. It's his inventory.
Basically.
Any other ideas you've had in writing?
I've wanted to like flesh out more of the world that like my characters live in. Like the whole like idea I have is like they live in this like big hill in this haunted mansion, like, and like next to the side of it is this like normal looking town.
Ah. So basically, it's just the creepy old mansion on the hill, and they're the spirits, aliens, and robots that live in it.
Yeah.
Alright.
They're just like some
the ragtag
You go for-
team.
yeah, some ragtag group of like weirdos. But I love them.
Well, that's beautiful. Yeah, I have my own story where I have two characters that I wrote, geez, probably 3 years ago at this point, where basically there's this one guy who's just very nihilistic, I suppose. Basically, he's the embodiment of good intentions, bad actions. And there's this girl with him where I haven't really figured out what her storyline is supposed to be, because her character is basically supposed to be entirely focused on the journey she goes on throughout the course of the story, but basically she's the more dreamer kind of person who comes from a broken life, and so now she's in a more live every moment to the fullest mentality.
That sounds like a neat story.
Yeah, and basically it's, I guess at this point it's oh my goodness. No. Oh my goodness.
Did you just get bodied?
Well, I died a few times, but then I got all the way to the very end and died in all-star mode.
Sort of sounds like you got bodied.
I did. Thing is, I used up B on Delfino Plaza when the platform was going up, but then the platform rose and it was right above me. And I already up B'd, so I couldn't get any higher.
Rip.
Yep. Well, I guess that was my failure of All-Star mode. Well, yeah, thanks for talking, and thank you for watching. So, any last words you'd like to say, Man?
I don't know. Go listen to like Plastic Love again.
This is a great song.
It is. It's a bop.
It is, absolutely. And have anywhere we can find you at?
At manman_179 on Twitter.
Alright, cool. So, I guess subscribe if you liked, and comment if you subscribed. And until next time, good day, good night, and goodbye. You know, I never actually did a sync test for this. I have no idea how I'm going to sync the audio to the video. So, like,